your horror movie podcast.
That's kind of
Wait,
weird.
yeah, actually, no. Sometimes you are up there.
Really?
Wait, most of the time, no. Wait, I don't know.
No,
I think,
it all
usually it's
depends
down.
on who's recording and like what time you guys get in. Because on every one of your computers, I think you should be in the top right corner.
I'm on the top right. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Like,
Justin,
yeah.
you should be in the top right. Correct.
I am. Yeah.
See, that's because you're the host on your computer. So on my computer, I'm on the top right. Waterboy, you're on the bottom, and Justin, you're to my left.
All right. So when you're the boss of your own story, you get in the top right. Is that what I'm hearing?
That is right, dude. You write your own story. You are the narrator of your life. You Morgan
job.
Freeman, that bitch.
You are the main character of your own fucking movie.
Ugh.
Exactly, dude.
Seriously.
Ain't no one gonna survive this horror film unless you write it.
Right. Let's fucking go. And I am writing one, and I started fucking writing it again too. That's what was fucking up.
Hell
What
yeah,
we're
let's
doing?
go, boys. How we doing?
Hell yeah.
I know it's night, but I'm going with the
Tired.
sunglasses look tonight. I know. Yeah, I feel like shit, and I look like shit. So we're hiding from the light tonight with some sunglasses again.
So you're a vampire. Got it.
Yep.
Now that this is season 3, Hack Stab Slash, welcome back. Justin has been fighting his own version of 28 Days Later. His
Yes.
entire family has been just locked up in quarantine and just
joke.
battling this infection, aka
It's
the
crazy.
flu.
Yep.
Just
Pretty
destroyed.
soon, you know.
Yeah.
My car,
Every
too,
one of
my
the weathers
car.
has been under the weather. Yeah, dude, his car shit the bed, everything.
My
I
car
mean, that's what
needs a new
happens when you
engine.
drive a Ford Fusion.
It is
Oh,
true.
we got the
You
Ford
you
Fusion
you,
jokes. That's
you
how-
really made a big mistake.
That's how we're starting season 3 with the Ford Fusion jokes.
When I
Ford
go to
Fusion-
KFC and I pull up in the drive-through in my Ford Fusion and they ask me if I want extra crispy, I say, no, I'll take grilled because the crispiness hurts my gums because I'm a bitch.
What?
Let's
That
go.
just happened. Oh my god.
I don't
Oh.
like mayonnaise. It's too spicy.
I get
What is
heartburn
wrong?
from air.
Oh, Waterboy, why are you drinking energy drinks again? It's like 7 o'clock on a Tuesday.
It's because he just woke up 37 seconds ago.
I'm tired, man.
Yeah,
Bro, did you hydrate
He
first?
stayed up all night from the last episode when you accosted us of drinking coffee and energy drinks. He had to
And then-
sleep it off. He's been in fucking hibernation, Justin.
Bro. And then we go into a movie where he's just this guy Nick Cage drinks more caffeine than I do. Honestly, that's
he's
a
got
lot
some
of-
issues. He's got some
He's
issues.
All right,
All
dude.
right,
So
fine.
I am convinced that this version of Nick Cage, because he goes uncredited as like what do they call him, the janitor in the credits.
Yeah.
I am fully convinced he doesn't speak because his lungs and the inside of him is charred to a crisp from being the Ghost Rider in 3 separate movies, and he is all talked out. And the only thing keeping him in his human form is this purple punch.
That's true. It's everywhere he goes.
Who picked
Come
this
in.
movie?
I did.
Okay.
You love it.
Wait.
Guys, if you're
Justin.
still with us and you're dealing with our shenanigans, this is Willy's Wonderland, the opening of season 3, episode 1, directed in 2021 by a guy named Kevin Lewis. If that's not a generic ass fucking name, I don't know what
Very.
is.
That's very generic.
I
I've
don't
never heard
believe
that
he's
name in my
real.
life.
It sounds made up.
But Justin,
is.
he's got a crazy poker face because I know for a fact that you love this movie, Justin.
I just thought of something.
What do you got?
Kevin Lewis is the Ghost Rider name for Ghost Rider Nicolas Cage.
I don't even know. This is
The
getting-
plot.
This is
The
out
plot
of
thickens.
control.
Big brain.
Can't get
What
enough
does
of
he
this.
have?
All right. You have either one of you guys ever seen this movie before?
Nope.
Yep.
Justin
Every
didn't
day,
even
every
watch
day.
it this time.
Yeah, Justin zoned out. On the plus side, dude, I gave you 2 options going into this, Justin. We were going to watch a silent film with Nicolas Cage, or you were going to watch a foreign language film with subtitles.
I know that I heard it's really, really good, and I'm sure it really is, but I just didn't have the mental capacity to handle subtitles.
So
At
I
this
figured we
moment-
just shut off the dialogue altogether.
There we
Perfect.
go.
And that's exactly what I do with my notes too. I didn't
Oh,
write
God, are you
anything
not
down.
prepared? Oh,
I'm just
my-
going. No, I'm just going to.
It's just going to constantly crack open
It's just-
energy drinks.
It's just charades.
Yeah.
Well, you're leading
All right.
off too, so let's. I think
Waterboy, what was your expectation the first time you saw this movie?
The first time I thought it was going to be because it wasn't Nicolas Cage's prime, and he was just like throwing a bunch of movies out there. So I gave it a 6, just because I mean it's Nicolas Cage. I mean, come on.
Justin, what about you?
Oh man, I had such low expectations, but at the same time, like you sold. I mean, it's Nicolas Cage, and you sold me on Nicolas Cage beating up like animatronics. So I probably would have said I would expected it to be a 3, but I'd say just because it has Nicolas Cage and that's kind of awesome, I'd say I expected like a 4.9.
All right, so this might blow your mind, guys. I'm gonna read my expectation verbatim.
Okay.
My expectations the first time I saw this was gonna be a 1. I had just come off watching The Color of Space with Nicolas Cage in it. And it was so wild and off the rails that I had given up all hope that Nicolas Cage could ever make a good movie again. Have either one of you guys seen The Color of Space?
Yes,
Hey,
and it's
If
the
you
weirdest
fucking
thing.
pick that like 10-hour long movie, I will punch you in the throat.
I'm gonna
Yeah, I
pick it
don't-
just because of the wonderful colors it offers you throughout the entire movie.
Yeah.
I just
I'll tell you what, if you pick it, Waterboy, I will run from Massachusetts to wherever the fuck you are in Carolina, full speed, and auto punch you right in the face.
Well, guess what we're adding to the wheel this week, guys?
All right, who's kicking us off? Who wants to bring us into Willy's Wonderland?
I'll be bringing us there.
All right, let's
All right,
go.
let's go.
All right. So we open up to birthday time with It's Your Birthday song playing while two people are running for their lives, with the man being dragged away and the woman looking at a little girl before blood splatters on the screen. Transition to Nick Cage driving like he just stole the Declaration of Independence before running over a spike strip, ruining the joyride.
I do nothing but throw his movie references in here too.
Oh, God. Nonchalantly waiting for a tow truck to drive by whilst drinking some punch energy. Nice talkative ride to Hayesville. We switch over to Liv having a nice fulfilling day of attempted arson before it being ruined by we got a kid trying to break down the door here.
I was just gonna say, is
Jesus.
anyone else hearing
They're
that?
trapped inside of Willy's. They're trying to get out.
Help me!
Dude, did anyone else think it
Oh,
was
God.
strange that he runs over a spike strip, blows out all 4 of his tires, and the first thing he does is pick up the spike strip and put it in his trunk? Not like who did this, where'd it come from, scout the area, what's going on. He just, nope, this is mine now.
Oh, I was confused right away from the get-go. I was like, what? Yeah, no, I was
You
already
think he would
confused.
be like a little more alert because like we see dog tags hanging from his rearview mirror. So
I noticed that,
obviously
too.
he's got some kind of a military training background.
Yeah,
I would have been like on high alert, looking around, looking at the tree lines. Like, is someone coming to get me? Did I literally just walk into the Hills Have Eyes wrong turn? You're like,
Dude,
what's
that's
going
what-
on
right
right
away?
now?
I know. I would 100% been like, oh shit, I'm in the Hills Have Eyes.
No, he was like, oh, I can use this later.
He's
Thank
like, yeah,
you.
I'll just throw it in my trunk. No big deal.
All right, we are back here. Switch over. Nice talk with a ride to Hayesville. We switch over to Liv having a nice fulfilling day of attempted arson before it being ruined by the cops and being brought back to the trailer and handcuffed. Justin, at the shop, gonna
So
be a
kinky.
gonna be a grand to fix the car, with cash being the only form of payment to work it off. Welcome to Willy's Wonderland. We meet Tex, who offers to pay for him to have his car fixed if he can.
Dude, Justin, this
Listen
tow
with
truck
the
driver is the
picture,
same guy who's got to be working on your car. He goes,
Right?
it's about $250 for the tow. You got 4 flat tires, and I think there's something wrong with the chip in that car. I might be able to fix it. Gonna run you about $1,000 though.
Yeah, it's gonna be about right.
Yeah, my car's still in the shop.
Red flags everywhere.
You know why, Justin? It's in the shop because it's a Ford fucking Fusion, dude.
They
They're
said
not-
another day or two. They said
they're
2 more
not-
fucking days.
There is another option though for Nick Cage here, and he can go help and clean up Willy's Wonderland. If he can spend the night there and clean it up, Tex will pay for his whole car. We meet the whole creep show of Willy's Wonderland animatronics, and Nick knows some shit's up as Willy the Weasel moves as he's turned around. Tex shows
Like
him the
has a
cleaning-
generic, like real quick stare down with him. Like, did you just do something?
Motherfucker.
I think you did, motherfucker. I'm watching you.
Tech shows him the cleaning supplies and even upgraded him to a shirt to be on the staff. Hear the tow truck driver and Tech saying it's the last one showing that they know something is wrong with this place. Back to Liv, we get a group of friends coming to save her, and she wants to go finish the job that she started. Switching back to Nick, cleaning like he's a pro at it, but you can't clean without some punch. Throws them in the fridge and gets back to it. Break time, which means punch time. And I think he drinks about as much caffeine as I do. And this probably makes Justin very angry after your last podcast.
Sorry. I love caffeine.
I mean, I love how you're drinking out of a coffee mug, but I'm going to go ahead and say there's probably just water in there.
Probably.
We got sparkling water, ashwagandha, and pineapple juice.
That is way too. I don't understand any of those words.
Just
Ashwagandha?
Ashwagandha, man.
Does it taste like shit?
Wait.
It does. It tastes like it came from the forest. It's an adaptogenic herb. You guys don't drink adaptogenic herbs?
Wait, what does it say? What is it again? What Wakanda?
Ashwagandha. Ashwagandha.
Wakanda forever!
Wait, there's going to be an Evil Dead in Wakanda?
All right, this is ridiculous.
Get the suit.
I need some more herbs.
Get the chainsaw.
I am the Black Panther.
It's good. I love being healthy.
That face.
Yeah. Woo. Extra herby.
Jesus. But what's that in the corner? It's a Willy's Wonderland pinball machine, of course, which he randomly caresses sexually. Back to cleaning Ozzy the Ostrich coming out from behind him, saying he's going to feast on his face. But nope, this is Nick Cage, by the way, not some rando. He opens up a can of whoop ass on the ostrich, like Chuck Norris trained him himself, with oil spraying everywhere, ripping out his neck like a Mortal Kombat fatality.
I had that in my head. I was waiting for like the background to just go finish him.
Right?
Final round.
Yeah.
Justin wins.
I want to be like Sub-Zero.
But he's all dirty now, so he needs the new shirt to continue his cleaning.
It's a good thing there's like 10 of them in the closet, right?
Yeah. Switch to the police station to Sheriff Lund and Deputy Evan just waiting by the phone and hoping it doesn't ring. Break time again at Willy's, which means more caffeine and rubbing down the pinball machine, making it spick and span. Back to cleaning up the bathroom. Now we get a nice song playing, turning the power off and seeing that the bathroom door randomly closed. It's your birthday written on the mirror and what appears to be blood. Not sure where they got that from.
Dude, doesn't even faze him. He just cleans it
off.
At all.
Not a time to play hide and seek in the bathroom stalls where he's gonna eat his eyes out and feast on his soul.
You're as icy as an igloo.
Gorilla greetings. Starts fighting the gorilla, plunging his face into the wall and recreating the scene from American History X, curb stomping him into the urinal.
Dude, don't you leave that plunger sound out? The sound. Did you guys hear the sound the second the plunger made contact with the gorilla?
I did.
It was the perfect suction.
Oh my god!
It was a thing
like somebody put it on somebody's bald head.
It was a thing of beauty. You had to kill the damn thing. He was limited. There was a stool. There was a thing. He put his lip on the urinal. Like when you fight it, how many times have you fought a gorilla in the bathroom?
I felt at least 4 or 5 times.
Oh. This is just good job, man.
All right, let's reset.
Yeah.
Gorilla greetings.
This guy is an asshole.
Hi, there he is.
Justin, it's your turn.
All right, hold on. Let me get a pump on.
Oh, God, not again.
Again?
Hold on. A little more ashwagandha.
You got to say no Diddy after you do that.
No Diddy.
Definitely no Diddy. No Diddy.
No Diddy.
Oh, ashwagandha. Hold on. Cut that part out, obviously. It's all over my shorts.
Oh, geez. Don't you hate that when that happens?
Oh, you know what? I'm a mess. We're just gonna. All right. So he gets himself a new shirt now, and he duct tapes his ribs and his stomach, and he bags up the gorilla, throws him in the trash like it's literally no big deal at all. Quickly stares down Willy, and his watch goes off. It is break time, so he's gonna go sand his nails and get another soda and play some pinballs. As this happens, we see the 6 teenagers show up. They got gas. They start dousing this place. And Liv says, "Wait, the guy's in there. We can't, kill this guy." So she's knocking and banging on the door, screaming. Nick Cage, the janitor, random guy, he sees her as she's screaming, like, "Hey," and he literally just turns what?
Can we talk about how much of an asshole Liv is?
Yeah,
She lets these guys soak the entire place in gasoline. She waits until all the gasoline has been poured out and they have lighters in their hand, ready to light this bitch up. And she goes, "Hey guys, actually, wait a second. There's a guy inside. We should probably get him out." Bitch, by the time you get him out, even if he was alert and came right out, that gas is now dry and no good.
Yeah.
Yeah, she kind of ruined the plan. Not the
Yeah,
way to fuck it all up.
Good job.
But so custodian, janitor, Nick Cage, whatever, he completely ignores her. So she goes in through the venting system. As she's in there, she gets chased by the alligator animatronic, and she narrowly escapes his deathly chomp as she falls into the forest room where we meet Siren Sarah. And this bitch is creepy. She looks like some evil Tinkerbell shit. She's going all around like just playing hide and seek with her or whatever.
She's hands down my favorite animatronic out of all of them.
Yeah,
she's crazy, dude.
Yeah,
very creepy scene. We hear Liv scream. You see outside, the gang hears it and realizes, oh shit, something's going on in there. And then the guy, Nick Cage, is finally done with his break. He walks into the room and Liv falls on top of him. And she says, "Well, I stopped that bitch for now, but he's gonna come back." The guy, Nick Cage, walks away. Doesn't say anything. He just walks out. We see the group outside now is fighting about what to do. Bobby wants to leave. He's like, "Screw this. This is stupid." Chris runs and tackles.
I love how Bobby, when we first meet him, is all in, wants to light these bitches on fire for what he's witnessed them do. And now that he's there, he's like, "Y'all are making me do this. I'm going home."
Yeah, he backtracks on that. He's like,
he wants nothing to do with it. And Chris tackles him, and the whole entire roof caves in. They all fall into the ball pit. Liv sees them now that they're inside and gets very, very pissed. We see all the animatronics come alive. They do a nice little sing song, and Liv starts talking to Nick Cage, and we finally start telling the truth and get a little bit of backstory. How in 1996 there was a serial killer who owned this Willy's place, and he hired all the most depraved lunatic killers, and they would lure them into the families into
super happy fun room
there, where they would kill everyone. The FBI and the cops investigated, and when they raided it, they were a little too late because there was a satanic suicide ritual where they all killed each other in the happy, super fun birthday room.
They went Jim Jones on each other.
Exactly. They all drank the Kool-Aid, and the spirits went into the animatronics. Hate when that happens. 10 years later, Tex reopened the place, and it didn't go as planned because the creatures moved, they talked, they started killing again. So he ended up having to close it.
Beto Bendela, give me the power, I beg of you.
I got one more gripe with this. They said Tex reopened Willy's Wonderland, new and improved, right? Like 10 years later.
Yeah.
Why the fuck is the satanic symbols still on the ground in the super happy fun room? Because they're still there when the group gets there. Did he not scrape them off? Did he not like just rip up the flooring and replace it? Did he leave bloodstains everywhere? Like, what the fuck?
Not a good plan.
Aesthetic purposes.
Did not think that through at all. But like I said, they couldn't get anyone to bulldoze it. They said the town made a pact with Willy, and so it stayed. And why Liv is telling the story, the friggin' Nick Cage is just cleaning. She starts screaming at you. Like, have you even been listening to anything I say? And at this time, Willy does his dance. Willy comes alive again, does a little song, a dance routine for him. A few of the people split up. As they split up, we see Nighty Night, which is a night animatronic. He comes through and stabs one of the guys with a giant sword. The janitor is on break right now, so he's having his soda and playing pinball. Why all hell is breaking loose right now, because we got Liv battling Nighty Night, we got Siren Sarah stalking Dan, we got Chris hiding, and we got Bobby and Kathy. By the way, they went into the birthday room, and she says it's time to turn her on, and they start. At that point,
I'm out. I'm good.
They start banging in the birthday room. At this point, where Chris is hiding, he calls the sheriff, and he's like, "Yo," the woman sheriff answers. She's like, "Get to Willy's right now." We see the sheriff and the guy, deputy, whatever it is. They're like, she's like, load up on shotgun.
She hangs up on him.
Prank call.
The first
Yeah,
time.
she hangs up.
Prank call.
Has to call again, and then she gets all serious, like, load up with shotguns. We're going to Willy's. We see Siren salad. Oh my god.
What?
Hold on.
We see Siren Sarah tossing a salad.
Brain frog. Siren
Brain frog.
Sarah. Oh,
This
Breathe.
isn't frog. This isn't frog month, Justin.
Ash.
I need more
Whatever.
ashwagandha. Hold on.
Ash. Ashwagandha.
I need my ashwagandha.
Whoa, I am good. All right. Siren Sarah then kills Dan, and break time is over. The janitor comes on in, and he kicks the shit out of Nighty Night and decapitates him with his own sword. Let's go. At this point, we go back to the sex room, and we see that Artie, the alligator, is come alive, and he starts ripping apart Bobby.
Dude,
Oh.
he was watching, dude. He wanted him to finish.
He was
Did
watching.
either one of you guys think that he was like jerking his animatronic alligator junk?
He was, dude.
No, I'm gonna keep going. Please stop. So
Yeah,
he ripped
what?
he ripped apart Bobby.
Just he wants her to
Yeah,
keep
yeah,
going.
He's gonna keep going, dude.
We're not talking about alligator whacking you off. Not under my watch. And Kathy, they are basically, of course, Liv, the janitor comes in. We have basically a wash, rinse, repeat scene where Nicolas Cage just runs in, beats the shit out of the thing, rips his jar in half, pulls out the tongue, blah, 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 blood everywhere and everything. And then we see Cammy the chameleon now. She is talking to Chris and saying how she is not like the others, basically trying to like seduce him, say she's like cool and everything. And
She says they make fun of the color of my skin.
It's like this.
She's
Yeah.
a chameleon,
Way to play the guilt trip.
right?
Right?
Oh my
Like a
god.
chameleon just turn a different color, and you see the show because she's a chameleon.
I know.
So,
It's just the way you said it.
anyway,
Just
so
change your
see-
color.
we see the fucking sheriffs or cops, whatever, drive in, and she's basically like, "Oh shit, man, it's not the kids like we got to worry about. It's Willy we need to worry about. He's supernatural." Basically, when they were going to bulldoze the place, the contractor got chewed apart. His whole entire family got chomped. No one wants to take it, and the machines, they got out, and they would go around town, and bodies started showing up at the schools, at the malls, and we had to make a deal with the town and kick it over to Sean to explain the rest.
So Sheriff Lund explains to Deputy Evan everything that's going on and all about the deal that the town had cut with Willy in exchange for leaving their town alone and leaving their children alone as well. The town would feed them passerbyers. They start off with like people that are off color, people that won't be missed, kind of like drug addicts, single people, hitchhikers, that type of style of people. And it just started evolving into anyone and everyone that came through their little town. Until one night, they sent in a family of 3, and a little girl survived. That little girl is Liv. Sheriff Lund took her in and raised her as her own, and she couldn't bear to lose her. And that's why they're heading to Willy's right now. It's a rescue mission. Chris is chatting with Cammy the chameleon now as Liv walks in just in time for Cammy to lizard lick Chris's neck, snapping it like a fucking twig. She looks right at Liv. Wanna play, bitch? Cammy goes to square up with Liv, but the Ghost Rider shows up and he's ready to brawl just in time for his watch to go off because he needs his break time. He hands Liv the knife and just immediately walks out of the room and goes back for some purple punch and to play on his pinball machine where he's thrusting his hips to the sound of the music. Liv is doing all she can to survive this man's 10-minute break. And just before Cammy gets the best of her, Stanley Godspeed shows up and lasso whips the shit out of Cammy, hogtied and beaten into submission. They drag her down the hallway. Stanley ain't no man to fuck with, and he's so badass that he one-handed manhandles Siren Sarah and Tito the Turtle. Then he kicks open the door to dispose of this fucking animatronic, only to be met with the sheriff's shotgun to the face. Sheriff Lund has now arrived and forces alternate dimension Superman to release Cammy the chameleon while pathetically apologizing to Willy, begging for his forgiveness, saying that he's not one of them. Deputy Evan now cuffs Spider-Man Noir and is told to take Liv back to a holding cell while Sheriff Lund stays behind to keep an eye on things. Cammy and Siren Sarah join forces for a menage a trois with Groog. You know who Groog is, right? He's the dad from the Croods.
I don't know what word, any word you said.
Nicolas Cage voices
Yeah, it was in the
too.
Croods, yeah.
So not before he kicks the jukebox, and we get a beautiful song that goes head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. We
So
get a
badass.
cutscene back to Liv, and she's guilt tripping Deputy Evan into setting things right. And just before he makes up his mind to start helping out, an arm reaches in and pulls him right out the window. Surprise, bitch. It's Tito the Turtle, and he's out for blood. Could you imagine having that written on your death certificate? Killed by Tito the Turtle.
I'd be so pissed.
And then to be a man of the law and fully armed and trained in like combat to get killed by Tito the Turtle.
Yeah.
Dude, life comes at you fast.
Honestly, and for everything else, there's MasterCard.
The janitor, now in handcuffs, decides to use his thigh muscles to suffocate Sarah and destroy Cammy with ease. Liv also steps up and she takes out Tito the Turtle. Now we go back, and Big Daddy from Kick-Ass is back at it with a fresh t-shirt, and he goes into hyperspeed cleaning mode. Man, this guy is determined to renovate this entire place and make it look spotless just to get his fucking car back. The amount of elbow grease he puts into that bathroom is worth $1,000 alone.
Oh, it's crazy. I just got to go back to Tito the Turtle for a second, man, because she was beating the shit out of his nuts, dude. And he was saying in Spanish, no more, no more, no more.
He's do you guys get the feeling that Tito the Turtle is the fucking turtle from Ninja Turtles?
Yes.
Bro. Which one?
Fuck off. Not a Ninja Turtle, but when they from the Secret of the Ooze, when they eat the
Secret of
things.
the Ooze, the bad,
Yeah.
The alarm goes off now, and the janitor goes back, and it's Purple Punch time. And he's ready to set the high score, clapping his hands, spinning, even doing hair whips and some hip thrusts to Willy's Wonderland theme song as he's crushing the game of pinball.
Dude, those dance moves, bro.
Taking out the trash now, he shocks Sheriff Lund that he's still alive, casually just waving as he takes out the trash and then heads to go back into work. We hear a shotgun cock, and Lund is pissed that he just won't die. She starts screaming for Willy and says he needs to eat, and she's going to be the one to feed him. But she's not lying because Willy shows up and he cuts her ass in fucking half. One swipe, see you later, you're done. A creepy slowed down version of It's Your Birthday begins to play, and it almost sounds demonic. Willy starts to slice and dice Fu Manchu and leaving him for dead in the ball pit. Never leave Cameron Poe left for dead because he is pissed, and he packs all his purple punches into a burlap sack and tapes. Wow, Justin, you're rubbing off on me.
Sorry.
Trying to
Whoa,
say,
whoa, I am not rubbing
tapes
off.
together a
Hands
couple
right here.
of sticks, and all I keep saying is he takes together. But he tapes together a couple of sticks, and he's ready for a final boss battle now.
Final boss, let's go.
They square up, and National Treasure is giving him the stuff that the smelly machine he's beating the shit out of him, ripping Willy's head off as his final finishing move. Eleanor now makes an appearance, and she shows up in the parking lot with, I call the tow truck driver Meat Stick, because that's all he does is chew on a goddamn meat stick. So Eleanor shows up along with Meat Stick, tossing the keys to Tex Chex Mix, who says it's nice to add a fun toy to his collection. They call each other pussies over who's going to go in and make sure that he's dead. Siren Sarah is now kicking and not screaming, but she's kind of making her way out of the trash bag because she's not dead. Just as Tex walks up to the window, he sees that this place is spotless and it's ready to be reopened. It looks amazing, pristine. You could eat off the floor. Freebird now starts playing as Nicolas Cage removes his the Band-Aid on his cheek, revealing that he's been John Travolta the whole time. I don't know if you guys knew this, but he ditches his Willy's attire and begins donning his black jacket, making his way to the front of the store to collect his keys. Walking outside, he lets Liv come.
Yeah, he does.
Walking outside, he lets Liv come with him. And just like that, he's gone in 60 seconds.
No.
Tex and Jed giggle saying it's finally over, and their hats off to one tough fucking hombre, man. This guy went in there and cleaned house. It's finally over. They get in the car and they start talking about a celebration and how they're going to reopen Willy's, only to see Siren Sarah through their rearview mirror lighting a rag that's been stuffed into the gas tank on fire and thanking them for coming to Willy's Wonderland.
Hope you enjoyed your time at Willy's.
Johnny Blaze now cracks open a purple punch and shares a Frosty with Liv. Justin, before he floors it and runs down Tito the Turtle, did you get like heart palpitations seeing how much energy drinks that he's still drinking?
He needs to hydrate a little bit too. I'm very pro caffeine. I love
curious.
caffeine. I drink caffeine so much, but you got to hydrate a little more. You can't just drink caffeine.
How much caffeine was in each of those? Because he drank like 7 of them that night.
I don't know, but Willy pops through the screen like a fucking Looney Tunes character, and we get end credits.
That's all, folks.
That's all, folks.
All over.
Justin, since you're spinning in your chair and you look like you're ready to go to bed, want to tell us your rating and what you thought about this movie?
8.7, right?
I wanted to like this more. I'm a little disappointed. I wanted to like this more than I did. I wanted to like it more than I did. I still think it's entertaining enough. The guy needed to talk. I'm sorry. I understand the movie is supposed to be stupid. Like I get it, but he needed to say a few words. He needed. You still could have had an effective movie if he didn't say a lot, but just said a couple of words. I give it a 6 out of 10 still, just because. I mean, this Nick Cage, like, it's a dumb movie, but obviously you know what you're gonna get that, and it's Nick Cage just being weird and kicking animatronic ass. I don't know. I felt like it was missing something. I think part of it was that he didn't talk. I just couldn't get into it as much. It just, I don't know. The movie just seemed like wicked basic, like wash, rinse, repeat, the same exact scenes. It was missing something. Like,
how many of these kills though weren't amazing?
I think it would have been a lot better. It would have been a lot better if Nick Cage just had one time where he was just like, it is Nick Cage screaming.
Yeah, have him yell, or I just felt like
could you imagine if he doesn't talk this entire movie, and when Liv is going off on him, like in the main room, and she's looking for an answer, if he just poked his head up and went, "Will you shut the fuck up?"
And like,
will you shut up?
I think it was a good one watch, but I don't think I'd ever want to. I don't know. I feel like it needed something to be funny. There was nothing like really funny about it. It just felt a little flat to me. But I'm still giving it a 6 because it's Nick Cage. And
that's funny you said flat, because that's what his tires were.
And he's fighting animatronics, so I still liked it, but I wanted to like it more.
Waterboy?
I actually gave it the exact same score as Justin, a 6 out of 10. Because I give it a chance. I mean, I'm pretty sure they weren't trying to make like a crazy awesome movie. They just sort of threw something together, and I give it to them for doing that. The kills were pretty nice. I hated the freaking CGI blood and all that stuff in here. It was kind of horrible. But Nick Cage, even with him not speaking, that was his goal for this whole movie. It was his idea not to speak in this movie because he thought it would add more. I don't know, to make it better, but I think in your case, I think it would have done a lot better if he had at least a few words to say in this. But yeah, 6 out of 10 for me.
So just based off of principle, I can't rate this a 6 because then it's 666, and I don't need that on my brain.
Give it a 6.1.
But were you gonna rate it a 6?
No.
Okay.
Give it a 6.1. All
right. So this movie, the acting was fucking horrible. It's got dog shit dialogue. The storyline makes no sense. It feels like it wants to be Five Nights at Freddy's, and Nicolas Cage doesn't say a word the whole movie. He just grunts and gives weird looks and drinks purple soda the entire time. His hair's a mess, and his lineup looks horrible. It looks fake. It looks like something that an old man would going through a midlife crisis would want on his face.
That beard was colored.
It kind of looks just like Waterboy's, actually.
It does. It is. I went for the Willy beard.
I went for the Willy beard. But that being said, I absolutely love this movie. All this crap works for the movie. I think they took a massive risk giving Cage zero dialogue, and I think it absolutely pays off. I give this movie a 7.6. I think it's an easy watch, and I highly recommend it to everyone to watch at least once.
I'm going to steal the Declaration of Independence.
Like, I think this movie, when we look back and we see movies like Intruder that we just covered, that has all kinds of plot holes, and it's so fucking stupid, and everything is just a train wreck with that movie. But for some reason, for that particular movie, it works. I think this kind of falls into that Intruder category where it sucks so bad, but it works. It's good. Like, you could do this in any other movie without it sucking.
That should be our theme. Movies that suck so bad that they're good.
No, don't do that, because I like too many of those. Like, they're like my favorite thing ever. That's why I was disappointed in this, that I didn't like it that much, because dude, like Zombievers, like I love so many 80 slashers. I can give you a list of like 1,080 slashers. I love those kind of movies.
I feel like you don't want to watch this movie again, but in a couple of months you're gonna be like I kind of want to give it another shot.
Like I said, I didn't hate it. I liked when it was entertaining enough so I wasn't bored. But I don't even know, like when she first started telling him like some important stuff and he just walked away, or when she like left him to battle, like because it was a break.
Dude, I thought that was fucking awesome. He didn't even like walk away slowly. He like half-ass scurried, like, you know, when the doorbell rings at the post office. He like,
well, I mean, Tex told him he's got to take his breaks. So
well, I don't know. I didn't. I think it could have been a little funnier. Like maybe make one of the other makes some of the supporting characters just to have some kind of pulse and make it a little funny. Or
so the animatronics bring the only real comedy to this movie. Like when Siren Sarah, they're doing the flashback, and you see the little kid like stick his hands up like he's gonna grab her boobs, and she's like, "Want to touch my tits, fat ass?"
Yeah,
I think they should. But
like the little bit more comedy is dry.
There. They should have put a little bit more, like even like when his watch goes off for break time, like during the middle of a fight, all the animatronics just like stop, and then everybody just goes for break time, and then comes back and starts fights back up.
That's what, like I feel like it just I don't know. It's weird because I love those dumb kind. I just watched Zombievers yesterday. Okay, so like I love this dumb kind of shit, but for some reason this part I just wish it. I don't know something. It was missing something, but like I said, no, that's not what I was going there. But. You guys got any fun facts or something?
I got a couple. Do you guys get any?
Did you say yes?
Yeah.
I do, but I don't know who wants to
All right, go ahead.
them. All right, well, I got the tagline is "Let playtime begin." I mean, I got some awesome stuff about Nicolas Cage. Basically, this movie was super. So, I don't know if you read that. It was literally greenlit in October of 2019, but Nicolas Cage had 1 month to film this movie, and that was it. Like literally, he had 30 days, and it was between February and March. So this movie, and all of a sudden in October, they finally got greenlit. So they had to cast it, build the place, map it out, and he literally did 30 days. Boom, got out. And Hollywood actually hated the script so much because they're like, why is this guy cleaning? This is such a stupid script. It makes no sense. Like, make it, he write a few lines. And Nick Cage was the one that actually went and helped promote this friggin' script. And he literally was like, no, it needs to be done like this. Like, this is the way it needs to be done. And Nick Cage actually helped get the whole entire script greenlit. And he helped with some of the animatronics, like, giving them their theme because he was so excited because he loves reptiles, amphibians, and dinosaurs so much. He was so excited. They said, I watched an interview with the directors talking, and they were dying laughing. They're like, he was like, oh yeah, man, like we need to have an alligator. We need to have a turtle. Let's have a chameleon.
Dude, did you know that Nick Cage actually owns the Tyrannosaurus Rex head, bro? That is insane.
Yes. So it just made it so funny that like that's what I like. It just made it so funny that Nick Cage was out here going to bat for all this and like loving it so much of how ridiculous it was, and only had 1 month to do it and did it. And then the only other thing I got is don't think I was going to skip a Halloween tie-in, which I'm actually pretty proud of. This one's badass. So the Halloween tie-in, ready? You know, Cammy the Chameleon.
Yeah.
Well, she is played by an actress, stunt woman named Taylor Towery, and she did stunts in Halloween 2018. Let's go. Love that one.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So there's our Halloween tie-in, and Sean, take it away.
I've got, do you guys remember that scene I was talking about where Nicolas Cage goes back to take his break, and he wants to break the high score on the pinball machine, and he's like thrusting his hips, clapping his hands and like whipping his hair like he's doing a scene from Dirty Dancing.
Yeah.
He improvised that entire dance
Yeah.
scene. I love it. Like that just brings
So
so
interview
much
that, too.
personality into this movie. Punch, the fictional energy drink Nicolas Cage's character drinks in this movie, has the text "A fistful of energy for your kisser" on the can.
Yep.
That sounds like something Waterboy would drink. And the only other one I have is, despite the fact that Nicolas Cage's character, his name is never revealed, at around 3 minutes, a military ID can be seen hanging from his interior rearview mirror of his car, suggesting a military past. The plates are referenced to Cage's character. He's a U.S. Army Ranger, Cameron Poe, from Con Air in 1997.
I read that.
On air. There we go. That's why.
And that's awesome. And they said how like his punches every time he was on a break, it was supposed to be like in a video game where he like powers up. He like would drink a punch and like power up. And yeah,
That's actually in Call of Duty. It's called a power punch machine, and you can actually get it, and it makes you like in COD Zombies. They would play it.
Yeah. Yep.
yeah, they said it was like a video game tie-in.
3,500 points, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, no, 5,000. 5,000.
Yeah, 5,000.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
5,000.
And the last thing I just want to say about this, I know I sounded a little harsh in my rating, but I still gave it a 6. I still think everyone should watch this because it is so ridiculous. Go watch Willy's
100%.
Wonderland. Go watch Willy's Wonderland. Everyone, do it.
Do it now.
Do it. Go.
dude.
Check
Do
it
it.
out. Watch
All
it.
right. You guys ready?
Ready, dude.
I'm Hacky. That's Stabby. This guy over here loving life and just drinking some kind of weird ass tea from Narnia.
From Wakanda.
Drink your herbs. Let's go. Justin.
Drink your
7 blends of
herbs,
herbs
man.
and spices. All right, later, Colonel Sanders.
Peace.
Later.